The more common peony that many of us have in our garden is the herbaceous peony, or the peony that dies back to the ground. It's probably one of the most favorite Mother's Day plants there is. And they're usually in full bloom during Mother's Day. And this variety is known as sword dance. And it's the peony that you can cut down to the ground in September and just throw away the old foliage. And if you want to divide it or propagate it in your own garden, you can do that September, October, November. It can be planted anytime if it's actually growing in a container. But look at the variety of colors that we have here. There are thousands of types of the herbaceous peony that you can have in your own garden. If you're going to cut peonies as a cut flower and bring them indoors, you don't want to pick a flower that is fully open. You know, like this here, it's already open. It's already fallen apart. You want a peony that is a little smaller or tighter than this, and you can cut them, you can put them in a vase. Some people cut them in a tighter bud, probably something like this, and you can store them in a refrigerator dry, and you can keep them for a month, and then you can put them in your containers and enjoy them indoors. Some of us try to grow tree peonies in the garden. And the word tree means this grows like a small shrub. It is not a peony you cut down to the ground every year. Tree peonies can be grafted, so that means there's a part of the plant that grows as the roots, and then there's a part of the plant that is unioned with that grows into the tree. If you ever go to England or Holland, you know, tree peonies there will get like this. Now here is one of the tree peonies behind me, and it has finished flowering. It does produce nice seed pods that you can use in your fall decorating. And this is what it looks like. Next year, a new bud is going to come from here. Another bud will probably come from here. And the great thing about tree peonies is they have that beautiful, crepe, papery appearance to them. I find they do quite well in bright shade or afternoon sun. And sometimes you can buy this in a container. And if you purchase this in a pot, you can plant it any time of the year. So what some of the hybridizers, and especially out of Canada, have done is they have taken the tree peony, which has beautiful crepe papery type yellows, whites, and red colors, and they hybridized them with the herbaceous, more common peony, and they came up with new peonies like this. These are known as the Ito peonies. Beautiful yellows that you don't get with these. And if you look here, they're just great. And this is not a tree peony, but it's a herbaceous peony that dies back to the ground every year. You just cut it to the ground in September, October, and throw away the old foliage. And they tend to be a little more disease resistant than some of the herbaceous peonies. And you can have these, and this is Barcella, you can have these right in your own backyard. I'm Mark Viette. Join me next time in the garden.
Email your garden questions to Viette@viette.com.